Well, it's that time. It's almost New Year's, and I figured this year, since we've had such a, well, horrible year, I should let it go with a little bit of light. So I'm going to do something that I actually wanted to do last year, but never got the chance to, and that is the final fan video of 2020. Basically, you know, Eskie Wolf does these every year, so I said, fuck it, we'll try it. So this is going to be the final fan video of 2020. I've prepared five different fans for you to see. One of them is in the box, so you're going to see that, so that'll be cool. The rest of them are just random ones I pulled from my collection. Some of them you have videos of, some of them you don't, but whatever. We need it in a year that sucks like this, so enjoy. Well, here's the first contender. This is my GE W22, I would say 22-inch box fan. This one was a Facebook Marketplace find. I think this was like $12. I found this back in the summer. This is in the condition I found it. It's a little beat up, but surprisingly, it even has the original tag. 20-inch portable window fan, although I think it's more like 22-inch. The blade suite might be 20, but I think it's 22. It was free back in the day. I love that. GE3 Speed. Got the flexible handle and it weighs probably 15 to 20 pounds. It's very heavy. So let's take a look at the speeds. Well, without further ado, let's start her off on high. Great airflow and absolutely superior noise. Beautiful. Let's take her down to medium. And we'll go low. Because this is a GE, it goes low, medium, high, so we actually are going towards off. You can see it slows down actually a pretty good amount. Now I'll take a look at the kill your watt meter, and we'll go to high. Uses about 3 amps on high. That's about 2.3 on medium, and it goes all the way down to 1.8 or so. 130 watts on low, 129. See, it does about 190, 189 on medium. Drops down when it's done revving up. 160, we'll say 170. And on high, it uses about 221. And I'll give her a spin down. Takes a while to spin down. And for one other thing, let's see if we can get a startup sound. That whine is ungodly. It does vibrate a little. That's a GE thing. There you have it. The GE 3-speed W22 box fan from either 68 or 69, late 1960s. Well, here we have another fan. This one is the, I'd say, early 80s Tatung, little, well, like 6-inch. It's pink. I got this from a friend. She got it from a garage sale. I'd be interested to know if they made a blue one of these as well. Model 70201901, made in Taiwan. Let's see, here's the sticker. It's only a 2-speed with a little handle. I've had this one for about a year and a half. So we'll turn it to high. Surprisingly, for being such a little fan, it actually pushes some decent air. Go to low. There's high again. Let's take a look at the kilowatt. Looks like on high speed it uses about, oops, there we go, 0.32, so 0.3 of an amp. Switch it over to low. Only uses 0.23. About 17.2 watts on low. And about 23 watts on high. So it really doesn't use that much energy at all. And yeah, the cord is pink. So there it is. And we'll cut it off. Really has no spin down time whatsoever. So there you have it. The 6-inch, I would assume, Tatung Pink personal fan from probably the early 1980s. My mom had one very similar to this when she was younger. Oh yeah, and it has a metal grill, not plastic. So there's that one. Now we have this vintage Eskimo model 105R. No, 1005R. This one is probably from the late 1940s, maybe even the early 1950s. I got this at a Habitat restore for $35 back in 2018 or so. And this is the exact shape I got it in. I think it's a steal for that. I really miss the America that made stuff like this. This thing is heavy too. It probably weighs 10-15 pounds. This, back in the day, was considered a, quote, cheap drugstore fan. Not as high quality as an Emerson or a Zero or something. But, I mean, it was a cheap drugstore fan, you know, cheaper finish. As you can see, it's rusting. But it's the same quality, if not close quality, of an Emerson. They just took less features. This one is a 1-speed. Some of them apparently didn't even have switches. It was just a plug-in. Anyways, you can see how thin the cord is, so that's why I don't run it too often. But I will go ahead and give it a run-up of the 1-speed that it has. It's fixed oscillation, and what that means is that there is no way to turn the oscillation mode off. It's just, you turn the fan on and it oscillates. There's no turning the oscillation off. For some reason it goes slower this way. It's pretty noisy too. Take a look at the kilowatt. Here's amperage. It pulls only 0.75, so 3/4 of an amp. And then you go to watt. It only pulls 63 watts. In other words, this pulls the equivalent of a 60-watt light bulb. So your light bulb that's 100 watts is using more than this vintage, inefficient fan. We'll spin it down now. there you have it. Not sure what the size is. It just says 60 cycle, 105 to 120 volts. Okay, so it's rated at 55 watts, and it pulled, what did it pull? Let's see. At full blast, it pulls closer to 65. So I'm not sure how that claim is. I'm guessing it's just there to say for energy. Yep. This is actually made, it says Bursted Manufacturing Division by Boonville, Missouri. From Boonville, Missouri. I believe that Bursted was a fan company, similar to Burns Air. So it's made by Bursted. McGraw, that's who it is. It's McGraw Edison. So this is an Eskimo by McGraw Edison. Or McGraw. Well, we'll just say it's an Eskimo by McGraw. But there you have it. The McGraw / Eskimo drugstore table fan from the 1940s, we'll say. I think it's the late 40s. This is the oldest fan in my collection at the current time. Now we have this 7-inch Windmirre DF7 personal fan that I got at a thrift store. It was the Salvation Army, actually, back in February of this year for $4.99, which seems a little high. This was made in Taiwan. Actually, the motor was made in Taiwan, but the cord was made in Singapore, which is actually pretty long. So we'll give it a run-up. This is better than the Tatung, even though it's newer. And I have to warn you, though, that for some reason, the GFCI in this bathroom keeps tripping, so if the fan goes out, we'll continue on. But anyway, let's start her off on high. This thing is a real powerhouse, as you can tell. Pulls a crap ton of air. Go to do. Now let's see if it trips. Nope. Make it oscillate. This one does oscillate, unlike the Tatung. It's not a very wide oscillation, but it's certainly an oscillation nonetheless. See, on high speed it's pulling 0.37 of an amp. On low speed it's pulling 0.25 and 18.9 watts. On high, it pulls about 26 watts. There's that, we'll cut it off. Has a decent spin down time too, which is nice for such a little fan. But there's that one, the 7-inch Windmirre DF7 personal fan. Looks like it's from the 90s, but it's actually from the very late 80s. And here we have a Toastmaster Comfort Fan 14-inch model 4402, made in the USA, from Boonville, Missouri. Another Magic Chef company. Ooh. Let's unbox it. Though you're not really going to be able to see the top too well. I got this fan at the... This is ripped. It was the Free and Cheap store in Lansing, Michigan, for $5. And everything works on it, but it's missing the handle. Let's see if I can get it out one-handed. Not having the handle doesn't make that easier. This is the back. What's interesting is that on the back, it's got metal grills, but the front, plastic. So there you have it. We'll plug it in. And we'll give it a run-up. Obviously, you know, brown top, Toastmaster Inc. thermally protected motor. Caution, thermally protected automatically restarting motor to reduce injury, risk, unplug before servicing. Has little, like, hex, what do you call those, Allen wrench screws. The knob is interesting because engraved into the fan are the high, medium, and low settings. This is 3-speed. So we'll start it off with high. Blows a hell of a lot of air for being just a 14-inch. I mean, Toastmaster really knows how to make good fans. Just medium. It's even moving stuff on the floor in here. And low. Looking at the kilowatt, it's pulling 1.26 amps on low. Pulls 1.63 on medium. My God, it's loud. And it's pulling 2.15 on high. 162 watts, 161. Oops, that's off. There's high again. $118, 19 watts, 120 on medium. And 92.5 watts on low. So turn it to high. The knob goes the other way for most fans. And spin it down. For a box fan, the spin down time is extraordinarily short, and it has 5 blades that look like Lakewood's 3rd gen blades in a way. And there it is, the Toastmaster Comfort Fan 4402 3-speed box fan. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed those final fan video, similar to Eskie Wolf, hopefully. Hopefully he sees this, that'd be cool. But that's for all the fan people on my channel, including me, because I haven't made a real, fan video in a long time. So that is for you guys. Hopefully, all I can hope is that the next year will be better, per se. I don't know, but I can just hope. So this is not the final video of the year, but it's going to be one of them. There's going to be 2 videos, 3 videos actually. So yeah, that's going to be the first in 3 videos for the end of the year, sort of send 2020 out type of thing. This is one. Tomorrow is going to be cold starting both of our vehicles. And 3rd will be actually on New Year's Eve. That will be the last video I upload for the year, and that will sort of be a year-end review, look back at what happened in 2020, and throw in some maybe unreleased stuff. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and click like if you like what you see, and follow me on the web, wix.com/theelevatorworld/fans. Bye-bye.